Pegcity Soundoff. I think this is my last one for December or October or whatever month we're in. What month are we in? November? My
No,
God, we got a
whatever.
long way to go here. Big City Soundoff Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Sponsor of the month, Little Gallery of Big Messes. Just had a show Friday at the Bulldog. It's a great success. I mean, Mark's a phenomenal artist. Check out his work, Little Gallery of Big Messes. Tonight, this is a bit of a different show. We usually talk to directly to the bands. Tonight, Frozen Booter Fest. Guys, introduce yourselves. Who are you? What are you trying to do here?
We're trying to be as successful as Summer of Sound is, but do it in the winter time. Let's put it that way. I'm one of the event coordinators for the Frozen Booter Fest.
I'm Jason. I'm the other half of the creation. As we had talked about off air, Jeremy has been thinking about doing something like this for almost 20 years. So let's get at her. And what better thing to do than have a good local rock and roll fest with some buddies, and nothing better to do when you got a frozen booter than to rock and roll, right? So
indoors,
of course,
indoors.
Absolutely. And I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking, how have these guys been thinking this for 20 years? They look like they're 30 years old. Tell me about how this all kind of came about, guys. How did you get to this point? We'll get to the bands. We'll get to the sponsors. We'll get to the tickets. But how did this all come about? What gave you the what gave you the strength to just be like, you know what, let's do it. Let's get her done in 2026.
You know what? I think it was just maybe to go back to what you were saying. We're actually a lot older than we look. Mm-hmm. So midlife crisis sort of situation. At when we were literally at band practice one night, and we're just kind of talking to each other, and it's like, you know what? Enough talking about it. Let's just go ahead and do it, right? And Jason was in the restaurant business, owned his own bar and stuff, and his dad owned hotels. He knows how to put on a show and a promotion, right? Like we discussed earlier, I've been involved with the Winnipeg Tattoo Convention for like a decade. So, we've got the skills and the background, some of the questions that, we know to ask, and some relationships with sponsors and stuff already. So it's kind of like, why not, right? Why not? Let's just go ahead and do it. And our band, Lipstick 45, has been out playing for a couple years now, and we've met lots of cool dudes in lots of different bands. We've been able to play with a bunch of people, and that was it. We just kind of said, you know what, screw it, let's do it. And that was literally how it happened. So, or started. Cool. It started, yeah.
That's great. It's happening January 10th at the West End Cultural Center. How about the West End Cultural Center? Why that location?
Why that? You know what?
I don't know. He picked. I'll let Jeremy.
That was my. Okay. Yeah. I just, because in my head I was thinking about a venue that could hold the right amount of people in January, right? We didn't want to go too crazy big, but both playing in bands and our bandmates playing in bands for our whole lives, since we were 12, 13, 14 years old, one of the coolest venues in the city to go and see live music or live entertainment of any kind. We reached out to a couple of venues, to be honest, and we reached out to the West End Cultural Center at the same time. And they were instantly responsive and absolutely behind the idea. And that was it. So that was kind of our dream venue to have it, at least for year one, maybe year two, maybe year 10. We'll see what happens. But it just seemed like the right place. It's got the right vibe. And we're all really quite about the vibe and the feel of places now. So yeah, that's really it. We reached out, they responded. There's not a lot going on in January, right? That's another reason why we sort of said, let's do the middle of winter. We don't want to. There's a lot of summer stuff going on and a lot of summer venues that are different. But we said, let's do something in the winter. Give somebody that little thing. Okay, Christmas is over, and now we're heading to that terrible part of the year that everybody hates. So we give them something to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's exciting for us, because for me specifically, because I've always dreamt about being on the stage at the West End Cultural Center. So now I get a chance to do that. So, like Jeremy said, great vibe in the venue. So just something to look forward to. Plus, the size and capacity really suited kind of what we were hoping to do. So we're excited for the opportunity with the West End Cultural Center, and just can't wait for show night.
Excellent. How much are tickets?
Well, we right from the very beginning, we wanted
Winnipeg
to. We knew where we are. We are in the city of Winnipeg, but we wanted to make it affordable for everybody. So we decided to go with kind of a ticket tier, right? So one individual ticket is $35. They can be purchased online, or they can be purchased at the door. It goes 1 for $35, 2 for $60, or 4 for $100. So the best deal is obviously the 4 for $100, $25 a ticket. You get 8 bands for $25 is like insanity. So yeah. So.
And part of the reason we did the pricing is not just the Winnipeg people. We understand it. We're all fighting the good fight when it comes to that. We are getting a bit older, and we play the music to get together with, family on stage and make some new friends that are visiting us for our shows. So, we want people to come out. We know it's after Christmas too. Give you a chance to get out. It's going to be affordable. Going to see 8 awesome local bands, and just rock the ice off those frozen booters.
Exactly. The bands. I mean, no strangers to playing shows, that's for sure. Ashley Arsonist, Sleepless, Evil Peace, Pure Entry, Lipstick 45, Saints and Rogues, Rough Sundays, The Highest Definition. Were these handpicked by you guys?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's a lot of relationships there that we already have, especially our brothers in Rough Sundays. We've played a bunch of shows with those guys. Yeah. So there was no way we weren't going to have the bill and not have them on there. And then there's a few bands that we've seen, and then a couple other relationships. My brother's got a relationship with one of the guys in Ash and the Arsonists. So that was an easy in, but I went with not necessarily a hand-picked list, but I made a list of bands to invite. Out of the first 10 invites that I sent out, 8 of them were an instant yes. Yeah. So I didn't have, I'll fully admit, I did put very little work into trying to fill the bill, if that makes any sense. Is that proper English? Fill the bill?
Yeah.
I because I did have a list of bands that we wanted to have there. There was only one band that I really love, Death Cassette from Winnipeg. They were super interested in it, but they're going to be in the studio. It doesn't work out for them. We wanted to keep that number of 8, and you can appreciate this more than anyone. You got to have the right number, right? You only have a certain amount of time, etc. And yeah, so it was every single band that we reached out to was either interested or said yes right away. And then after that, the one thing that caught me off surprise, and I shared this with Jason and the other guys in Lipstick 45 and everybody I've talked to, is the overwhelming response from other bands that I didn't even get a chance to reach out to.
Yeah.
I'd have to go into our Instagram, but it's insane how many bands have been like, hey, can put us on the cancellation list, or we want to play that night too, or hey, that's a great lineup, we want to be part of this. That kind of honestly caught us off guard completely. Is like, wow, oh, okay. We thought, before we reached out, we thought maybe we would have to struggle to get 8 that were available in January and stuff. And yeah, the response has been absolutely overwhelming, to be honest. So
Yeah. No,
Right.
and just looking back to last year at Summerfest, that's kind of the same thing, right? Like I reached out to the bands, and once I announced it, you get so much coming back at you, right? And I think I had whatever, I forget what the number was. It was like 37 or 47 bands on a cancellation list, but it's like
Crazy.
the bands were already locked in, and that's kind of the crazy part about it, right? Is for me this year I have no repeat bands from last year, and that's just trying to grab some of the bands that wanted to be in, but I already had the list locked in, so I get it, right? You send out 10, you get 8, right? Now, what do you do when you announce this thing? You're gonna get heat from it, right? You're gonna get people being like, "Hey, I want to get in, want to get in, want to get in." That's almost just a recipe for a year two, though, right? I mean, you're getting that kind of reception already. I mean, go for it, right? I
It's
mean, I
always,
wish
it's always
not.
good to keep the names on the side as well, for
Oh,
other shows that may
you
pop up
never know.
as well, right?
And I mean, you talk about Death Cassette. Death Cassette was on the show last week to the day, I believe it was. They were on here talking, and yeah, just a fantastic band. But I mean, you got a great lineup here. Like some of these bands. I mean, Arsonist. I've played with them. Or no, I haven't played with Arsonist yet. We are playing with them coming up in December in the Sleepless. Just fantastic. Evil Piece, which I just kind of got introduced to a few months ago. Fantastic. Pure Entry, those are my guys. I mean, Pure Entry played our EP release party with us. Played with them before. Fantastic guys. Saints and Rogues. Um, I think Kevin's watching right now. Saints and Rogues. I mean, fantastic band. Rough
Well,
Sundays, yeah. Just
yeah,
a phenomenal lineup. I mean, 8 bands, one stage, and a Yeti.
and a Yeti. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
we played a show. I should explain that to the folks so everybody knows what that
yeah.
really means. Um, we played a show back, I think, in the spring, Tap House with BS Raps. So he's out there. He's got this Yeti sort of persona that he follows, right? So it fits right in. And we played with Highest Definition back at the Bulldog in the summertime, and we were just enamored by their stage presence and how cool they're young and they're cool and they're up and coming sort of thing. And I was looking for a way to slide them into the bill. But I knew I can't go to 9, right? So I had a conversation with BS Raps, and I said, here's the deal, man. I said, have you ever been to Folk Fest? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, this is going to get a little bit confusing. Because I go to Folk Fest every year, but on main stage at Folk Fest, they have something called a tweener, right? So the act goes out, and then when that act is done, there's somebody on the little side stage beside, doing a couple of songs, keeping the crowd into it. It's sort of, they're called tweeners because they're in between bands, right?
Yeah.
So for Frozen Buderfest, I talked to him, and he's like, this is the greatest thing in the whole world. Yes, I'm in 100%. So we were able to keep the 8 bands, but instead of, listen to house music or nothing in between each band, now he's going to go in and do little, 1 or 2 tracks of his sort of thing and remixes that he's working on from all the other band's music, etc. And he's just going to be a little bit of entertainment in between each band. So it affords us to get one more guy out there, and he's a super cool dude.
Yeah.
So, So it really adds to the flavor because we're calling this an alt rock music festival or an alt music festival. And I mean, that umbrella is so massive, right? Evil Peace the boys in Evil Peace will call themselves a metal band. And a metal band exclusively, but they somehow fit into the alt rock sort of theme, right?
Yeah.
Lips 45, us, we're just happy-go-lucky, poppy sort of rock alternative guys. And then you got Saints and Rogues, which are very Celtic rock. I don't know, what do you even call those guys, right?
Yeah. It's almost like a Celtic punk or something, eh? It's different, but it works.
Yeah, and if you call it what I've come to learn is if you call it alternative, you can pretty much have whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's alternative. Right? Everything's alternative. So
exactly.
So yeah, so we're very excited about the lineup, very excited about all those guys that you mentioned. and looking forward to, getting on stage right in the middle in amongst all that stress and taking out some of that stress and then getting back off stage and
blowing off some steam, right?
and having
yeah. How about your you got a couple sponsors in here, looks like Pegcity Pickups for Gary Brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pegcity Pickups. I mean, I look at some of these bands here, especially with Evil Peace. And maybe I'm just not familiar with the other. Actually, no, Sleepless too, big time. Sleepless and Evil Peace. Big time engagement with Pegcity Pickups.
Yeah.
I mean, Brad from Sleepless has his own like custom pickups with Pegcity. He's got Blade and Bloom, I think is it called? Blade and Bloom.
I can't remember that. I'm a drummer,
Yeah.
so
so he's got his own pickups through them, right? He's got his custom series and
I'm a guitarist. I'm a guitarist and a singer, and luckily enough, the other guitarist in the band is the guy who is Pegcity Pickups.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my little brother.
Yeah.
That's my little brother. So he was just at the Econoline Crush show last night because he makes all the pickups in their guitars as well.
Oh, cool.
And I Mother Earth last week. He was at their show as a guest because he makes all their pickups as well. So
crazy.
Yeah, you know what? For something that he basically started in his basement, he
still does it there too.
Oh, now he's in the basement again. Yeah. He keeps moving his shop because it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So
awesome.
But yeah, I started. Make a very, very long story short. Our grandfather passed away like 10, 15 years ago, whatever it was. Left my brother a little bit of money. He bought himself a really, really super nice guitar, which I don't know the name of it. All these guitar guys will be so super mad at me, especially like Evil Peace and Brad, and they all know what guitar my brother has. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, anyways,
the Gibson.
And he factory ordered it. It showed up with some Seymour Duncan pickups in it, and he paid an exorbitant amount of money for it, and it sounded like crap. So he ordered new pickups, and he waited like a year and a half for those pickups to show up. And this was like pre-COVID. And when they showed up, they didn't really make big difference sort of thing. And then he, because he's such a technical guy, he's like, how do you make guitar pickups? And he did all his research, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, started buying the equipment, tried it out, made his own set, and went, oh my God, these sound way better. And I'm probably leaving stuff out, but that's basically how Pegcity Pickups was born. And he's just accelerated to this point now. And of course we made him sponsor the show, right? So,
yeah, of course. And that's Chris, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Chris. Yeah. I had a conversation with Chris some time ago. I've been building a guitar. If you follow my show at all, you may have seen it before. It's full of stickers of bands. It's white, It's purple, it's pink. It's got all these stickers of bands. I want to really make it a Manitoba thing. So as the build continues, I do have a message from him. Just pulled it up here. Just talking about doing some Pegcity pickups in it. I mean, it just seems right to do it that way. So, and I was referred to him. So I mean, super cool. So yeah, when I saw the poster and saw that, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I did not know that was your brother though. So that's that's one of those cool things.
Those are made right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and they have traveled all over the world. Those pickups.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fort Garry Brewing involved as well.
Yeah, I know.
Did you reach out to a lot of people for it?
Nope.
Just simple.
No, yeah, correct. It was pretty simple. Fort Garry Brewing is the fellow there. That's the VP. Scott's an old friend. Like I used to be in the restaurant business, so we didn't really keep in touch. Kept cordial, polite to each other. Said hi when we said hi, and I said, "Hey, Scotty, I'm doing this now. You in?" I'm in. What are we doing? I said, well, I'm doing a festival, a rock and roll festival, and we want to sponsor it. No problem. I owe you more than you could ever imagine because, we just did business together and everybody got along great. So it was really such a a no-brainer for me to call them. They're local. It's everything that we're looking for when we're doing this sort of thing as well, which makes us warm and fuzzy on the inside, because that's partially a good chunk of it. What it's about is, local boys and girls all having a good time, and supporting the local boys and girls, just everybody,
That is awesome.
We do have one more
Yep.
that we just added recently. It was too late for our posters and all the rest of it, but Sheepdog Brew Company is also going to be available at Frozen Booter Fest. So, people that aren't into drinking beer or coolers and all the stuff that you can get from Fort Garry, we'll have Sheepdog Brew coffee, the iced coffee, or what is it called? No, the nitro.
Yeah.
And
coffee. I just love it.
All I know is I can only have the purple can because the rest of it is like jet fuel. So it's great stuff, though. I've known Sean for a lot of years through the tattoo convention and stuff, and he's just a super cool dude, right? And that was our hang. Like the people over at Fort Garry and having Chris and having Sheepdog and stuff. We want to have nothing but Manitoba represented everything. And just, awesome people, right? We're all about that vibe we were talking about earlier.
Awesome. So the first annual Frozen Booter Festival, Arsonist, Sleepless, Evil Peace, Pure Entry, Lipstick 45, Saints and Rogues, Rough Sundays, Highest Definition. January 10th, West End Cultural Center. 8 bands, 1 ticket, and a Yeti. Where can people pick up tickets?
Well, right now, you can go to our Instagram, and there's a link on there that goes to the Eventbrite that we have set up. We're going to be distributing some tickets for sale. While we're talking about it, sorry, I'm going to go off camera here for a second, just so I can show you what we're talking about, because the online ticket thing and all the rest of it seems kind of cool, but we also have this, I don't want to call it retro vibe, but the West End Cultural Center and the feel and all the rest of it. So I'm going to hold this up and hopefully you can see it there. This is an actual ticket to Frozen Booter Fest.
Cool.
So the old-fashioned tearaways.
It looks it looks like the old-fashioned Ticketmaster tearaway things, right? And that's what we designed it after. Even the font on there is called Mom's Typewriter, because the old school, the old school tickets. So these and we wanted to have a little bit of a souvenir for everybody too. Online tickets are great. We will have tickets for sale at the door. All the bands, we're going to distribute tickets to the bands so that they're actually able to sell physical tickets to people between now and the show. And then, you actually have something, right? Because I was talking to my kids not that long ago, and we were talking about all these concerts and everything that we've been to, myself and my wife, all these concerts we've been to. And now the last 10 or 8 years or however long it's been, I'm not real good with time. It's all been on my phone, and I miss that. I miss this, right? I got a whole binder at home that's just full of old tickets from the 80s and 90s and even the early 2000s, so we wanted to make something special, especially for this year, and everybody gets kind of a souvenir, and we're just going to punch a tiny little hole in it when they come in, and that's it. And then they can keep it for the rest of time. And so real tickets. But if you want to, you can go on our Instagram and you can buy them online as well.
The physical ticket is such a cool thing, and it's the whole thing about physical media too, right? I mean, I'm seeing Terry Ferguson blow up the chat over here, and Terry Ferguson, part of Car 287, they just got their vinyls in, and I love when people do physical. At my knee here, I can reach in here and I'm pulling out album after album of local bands. I mean, Sunbreather right there. There's an Arsonist here. There's so much going on here. Indigo, I mean, for God's sakes, there's everything. But anyway, as I rifle through that and think of CDs, I love the physical form of things. But then you get into bands that start doing vinyl. But then you go long range, right? And you start talking about concerts that you're putting on, and there's a physical ticket. And you know what? My one advice to you though, if you have ticket 1, keep it. Keep it as a keepsake. Don't sell that ticket.
Perfect. Yeah.
I still got my Summerfest #1 right behind me, and
Very nice.
it's
Yeah,
such a cool thing.
we want
Physical,
to
so
take
cool.
one of our posters and ticket #1, yeah, and put it in a frame, just to kind of keep it, stick it up on the wall somewhere. Just similar to something we did at the tattoo convention. We kept the first poster and stuff. So yeah, you're absolutely right. We haven't numbered the tickets yet because we haven't handed them out. So this one right here
could be #1.
Will be number
Or
one.
that one over there could be #1.
It's such a cool concept for you guys to jump in there, especially in the winter when you're right, things start slowing down. People, maybe people don't want to go out and see one or two bands. Maybe they want to stay inside where it's warm. So you may as well hit them with 8 bands, right? And
Price.
and what did you call it? What's the Yeti doing? He's doing the
He's
tweener. A tweener.
I don't want to steal a word from Folk Fest. They call it a tweener because he's in between all the bands. But it sounds a little inappropriate for some reason. I don't know. So we just haven't come up with a word yet. I mean, we're open to suggestions.
Master of ceremonies.
Yeah. But something hipper and cooler than what we used to call it. We're just going to call it, I think we put on our poster Master of Ceremonies so everybody gets what's going on. But if somebody put a word for us, we are 100% down.
You got some people in the chat here. I don't know if you guys can see the chat, but there's some guys in the chat here. I mean, Dustin Brenton's just popped in here. You got some guys that are part of it. And obviously, Saints and Rogues is in there. I mean, if you had Car 287, you'd be all right now. Saints and Rogues. Someone else, Joe Carson from Arsonist. I mean, there's some people just chatting in there, and there's excitement about it right now. And obviously, it's November 18th, right? November 18th. I mean, January 10th. It's going to come very fast. Just like that. Really looking forward to it. I think you're gonna have a great, successful night. You got great bands for it, an iconic venue, and this is your first one. Anyone watching this, you're gonna start seeing more and more of this being shared, and get out to this show. It's cheap for that price for 8 bands. To be inside where it's warm. Sheepdog's in there. Fort Gary's gonna be in there. Pegcity Pickups. Frozen Booter.
Yep.
What an idea, guys.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah, we're going to do some promotion type stuff between now and Christmas and probably do a couple giveaways, right? We really just want to get everybody out there and support local music. I mean, our big thing is since we started Lipstick 45 in the last few years and we're out playing some more shows is we're starting to remember those days where the local music scene was hopping, and there's an energy behind it, right? We've noticed even over the last year, there's just such a great energy from all the live music and the live venues, and there's bands everywhere, and guys are writing some pretty unbelievable music, right? I am infatuated with Pure Entry right now, and Saints and Rogues. I just can't stop. So we made a Spotify playlist for Frozen Booter Fest that has everything that I'm aware of, everything that everybody's released. So any of your viewers, if they're interested and they don't know those bands, they want to go have a listen. It's Frozen Booter Fest on Spotify, and they can listen to at least a little snippet of all the bands. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's great. Terry says, if we buy tickets online, do we still get a physical ticket?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what we've done is we have printed enough tickets so that everybody gets one. So when you buy them online, obviously you're not going to get one of these physical ones. So we'll just have a little basket of them set aside. So if somebody shows up with their phone, we'll give them one of these with a hole punch in it. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome. Phil, what do you mean by the belt loop? Maybe we'll get an answer on this. Can you guys see the chat comments?
Well, all we can see is Terry's got something on here.
Okay, so Phil Campbell, drums for every band in Winnipeg right now. He he says the belt loop. I'm not sure what he was talking about there, but yeah, I mean, I wish you nothing but the best on this one. I will definitely be at this event. And promotional wise, you're gonna do some giveaways. I mean, I should probably talk about this off the air, but if there's anything I can do to help you guys with anything like that, just let me know. I'd be happy to.
Of course.
It's not. I'm here to help you guys, right? I'm here to. I'm on your side with this. I think this is great that we're gonna have a winter festival. There's a bunch of summer festivals, right?
Yep.
There's a bunch of stuff coming out, so I think you guys have done it the right way. I think doing this winter thing is just gonna be fantastic, and yeah, it's not. You're not in the middle of December where it's people are talking about Christmas, and I don't want to do anything. It's Christmas coming up. You're catching. There's that point, and I know this working in a car dealership too, right? Right around Christmas, we slow down a little bit, and then there's this breaking point where people are like, "Okay, back to normal life," and you guys are right in the heart of it, where the date is here. So,
yeah, we're gonna hope that the second Saturday of January becomes the annual tradition of Frozen Booter Fest. Yep.
Awesome. Are you guys doing this? Is great. I love people commenting in here. I'll just pop this one up for you guys here.
Sure.
Should try and do some shirt giveaways from the bands as a promo, maybe.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we've got a meeting tomorrow night. We're meeting with all the bands, or at least one or two of the guys from every single one of the bands. So I'm sure we'll come up with some pretty fun ideas, right? I know Dustin's done a lot of this stuff too before. He's got tons of great ideas, sort of thing. So
some swag, I'm sure.
There will definitely be some swag, and every band that is coming, if they have merch, we're gonna staff a merch booth for all the bands, so they don't have to worry about it, and just have somebody in there, and yeah. That'll be another great thing you'll be able to pick up, because if you're in, if you buy a ticket and come out and you're into a couple of different bands, you walk out of there with a couple of different T-shirts.
Yeah, for sure, right? Dustin's yeah, exactly. Dustin's such a great person. I had mentioned earlier that I only really found out about Evil Peace, some months ago, and he's one of those guys that I think all musicians need to connect with and just talk with. We had Dustin probably correct me, so I'll probably be wrong on this. It was either a guitar night. I think it was a guitar night we had on here where it was like 3 different episodes, and he was on there with a couple other guys. And I mean, we could have went the distance. We had to cut it. We had to cut it off though, because we were going to go all night talking about guitars and gear, and but yeah, musicians need to talk to Dustin. He's such a great person. He's very knowledgeable with guitar stuff. I want to pop you guys up one more comment that just came up, and this is super cool. Looks like Terry Ferguson already bought his tickets, so that's pretty cool.
That's amazing. Thanks, Terry.
Live on the air, Terry. Good job.
Terry's from Car 287.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really like those guys. I haven't seen them yet, but just the stuff they pop out on their Instagram and stuff. Yeah, those guys are pretty awesome. So I did reach out to them. I'm pretty sure they were busy, or they're definitely got other stuff going on and they weren't available. But instant response from them as well. And I really love their stuff. That's for sure.
Fantastic band.
Yeah.
Fantastic really band. That's all about community. I mean, that guy right there, Terry, he's all about community. That's a band you got to reach out to for a year or two. I think they're the right band for it.
They're already on the bill. I haven't told them yet.
Yeah, there you go. Right on.
We'll give them 12 months in advance to plan. So yeah,
exactly. Sure. Exactly. They're playing, if you want to see Car 287, they're playing Tap House Friday night with Ronnie Ladderbrook and Ditch. Super cool show. Yeah. Right on, guys. Thanks for jumping on tonight. Is there anything else any more you want to give me about Frozen Booter?
No, I don't. I think we covered it all. I mean, we appreciate all the kind things that you've said and the encouragement. And we definitely look forward to Summer of Sound again next year. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Awesome.
I'm just excited to get going. Thankful for the chance that we got with the people we have to have a great night with some new friends, old friends, and I hope everybody has a good holiday season until then, but not too good because then it'll be time to rock and roll.
Right on, guys. Awesome. Thanks, guys. This was live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. I don't know what the hell Twitch is, but I got this link to it, so it'll be there. It'll probably get uploaded to Spotify the next couple of days as well. So yeah, go share it. Let's talk about it more. Let's talk about Frozen Booter. I mean, it's gonna be a great night. Thanks to everyone in the comments today, sharing your kind words and everything. There's Phil again, never did answer what I was asking, but that's all right, Phil. Thanks, guys. We'll catch up, and I'll definitely see you January 10th.
Yeah, fantastic. Can't wait. Thanks, man.
Okay, thanks, guys.